everyone. My goodness, Thanksgiving is over. It was like we were waiting for it. Now it's over, and now we have now the holidays are upon us. We are live on Facebook, so I want to say hi to everybody out there. Like us, follow us. We're going to be sharing the show afterwards so that you guys can then share it with everybody, and it's a lot of fun to do. I am really excited. I've got a newbie with me right now. I have with me Newell Raxter, and he is the owner of Mister's Vacations. What a perfect time to be coming on because everybody wants to be going away. Tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do.
Well, I sell vacations. I sell the dream. What I do is I help people put together the vacation without the stress of trying to do it themselves.
Well, let's talk about that. You said you had a story. Why did you get into this?
Well, I got into this back, actually, I had a seed before that. During my deployment in Afghanistan, I started running half marathons. When I came back, I decided to run half marathons with the family. So I was doing Run Disney events, 2 or 3 a year, California, Florida, booking the families, getting the run trips put together, and there was a lot of organizing involved. After a couple of years of that, I found that I was giving advice to others on how to do their vacations, whether it was with the running or not, just all the details and putting them together. So when my military time was up, I had friends recommending to me to do it professionally, help people get the dream vacation that they're shooting for.
Now, this is a free service. This is not something that they pay for.
No, my services are paid for by the resorts, the cruise lines, even Disney pays me to make sure that you get a good vacation.
Now, here's this. We're going to open the lines. I can't wait. And we're going to enter everybody into and they get to do it themselves, or they can call in here and just call in here, and I'll put them in the drawing. It's what? 7 nights, all-inclusive resort stay. Tell them about it. Awesome, you guys.
It's an all-inclusive resort in the Dominican Republic. You get 7 nights for you and your spouse. Everything's paid for. All your drinks are paid for. Your tips are paid for.
I'm in.
There's nothing for you to do except have fun.
And where do you go?
Go to www.mistersvacations.com. That's Misters with an S and Vacations with an S.
I didn't mean that. I meant, where are you guys going? Where are they going to go on this trip?
Oh, the Dominican Republic.
They're going to go to the Dominica Republic, you guys, and everybody's getting, all you have to do is call in here, and we're going to put you in the drawing. So everybody gets put in the drawing. So our number here, 602-277-5369, and toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. He can help anyone from anywhere. He says he's nationwide. You could check him out on his website. I was on it. It's a really fun website that you got there. And so you can also enter in on the website, which is Misters, it's all spelled out, Misters with an S, Vacations with an S.com. You can also call him. His phone number is 480-935-6525, and everyone who calls in is going to get put into the drawing for 7 nights, all-inclusive resort stay in the Dominican Republic. What's it like there?
Warm, but not hot.
Okay, so it's not like here when you say warm. But what goes on over there? Tell them what's so fun about it.
Well,
I mean, why did they pick that place of all places?
Because it's got great beaches, great people, it's nice and relaxed atmosphere, and you get a very great value when you go out visit the town around it. Everything's a great value, real friendly people. And
I'll tell you something, it's free. That's what's really great about it. You 7 nights for free. So call in here, our number here, 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Okay, so your free service. A lot of people, you told me that they ask you if you are a multi-level marketing company.
We are not multi-level. I actually purchased a franchise from the largest cruise retailer in the world so that I would have connections to get people the great rates that I can get them. And I can get rates that are not available online. But it is an independent franchise. You pay for what you get, and there's no catch afterwards. There's no, you got to do this because of, or anything like that going on.
And also, a lot of people want to know, you said something to me, a lot of people think that when you're going to go on one of these 7-night type of thing, that they have to go and sit and listen to something. It's not like that at all.
No, there's no sales presentations. This is a vacation. This is a chance for you to unwind, enjoy, and most importantly, build those bonds that survive daily life between you and your kids or your parents or, well, everybody in every generation.
Well, it's just a time to have a relaxing time, which is kind of neat. So we've got everyone that calls in is getting entered in to win the drawing. Everybody is just getting put into the drawing. It's 7 nights, all-inclusive resort stay. It's a resort stay, I'll say it right, in the Dominican Republic. And so all you have to do is call here, leave your name and number with me, and I'll get you into that into the drawing. 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. You said there's absolutely no stipulations or anything like that.
Nope, nothing at all.
It's just a fun thing to get into, and maybe it's you. Maybe it's someone you might know that might like something. Let's give it to them. Give it to them for a gift. Maybe you'll win. I mean, no one ever knows. You can also go up on their website. It's Misters. It's all spelled out with an S. VacationswithaNS.com. I want to talk to you too. You said that you specialize in family vacations.
Yes, I found that when you're just a couple, there's not as many stress points that you hit when you're trying to balance out multi-generation. Kids want different things to happen. They want something new happening every day. If you're just a couple, you may be happy with a swim-up pool bar and some entertainment at night. Well, if you throw in kids or you throw in grandparents that have gone past that, then you need something that mixes that all together. There's no reason that you take on all that stress yourself. I'll put together a package that allows you to enjoy the trip also.
Well, also I want to talk about, this is it's a free service. Why do they try and do it themselves online?
Well, a lot of people do, and they end up paying the price. It is actually more expensive to do it online, and you'll spend a lot longer doing it. The report from the association is that people will spend over 4 hours planning a trip when they do it themselves. They'll also spend $429 more on average per vacation when they plan it themselves.
Now, how do you know that you're going to get the best deal?
Because I get hundreds of emails every day from all the suppliers telling me what the best deal is right now. I told you I got a franchise operation. I get communications from the largest retailer of cruises in the world. They tell me what the best deals are, and they even go so far as to buy cruises ahead of time so that when they become in short supply and the prices start going up, I can still offer the lower price.
So a lot of people are just going to ask you, aren't you going to just push what you make the most money on?
Well, actually, no, because what I need is to make people happy. And if you're not happy from the trip, it will snowball and hurt me more than I could ever make up for by trying to make a quick buck pushing you on something you don't want.
Now, he specializes in family vacations, but obviously you can do anything.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and right now we've got our lines open because I'm going to put everybody into this drawing. It's a 7-night, all-inclusive resort stay in the Dominican Republic. He says it's warm there, but not hot. He says it's wonderful people and beautiful beaches, and this is free. What's the dollar amount of this thing?
Depending on how you price out the flight, it comes in around $7,000.
It's a $7,000 value free to you guys out there. Call in here. Everyone is going to get entered into win it. I'm just going to put everybody's name and number in it. Our number here, 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. You got to check it out. You can also enter on his website. It's Misters, it's spelled out, Misters with an S, vacationswithaNS.com. He's nationwide. Call in here and get entered. This is awesome. I want in too. So welcome back, everyone. Are you thinking about going on a vacation? Well, maybe you have a family that you want to take on a vacation. Newell Raxter, we have right here with me. He's the owner of Misters Vacations. And you know what? He specializes in family vacations. But we've got our lines open here, and I'm going to let everyone call throughout the rest of the show. And, of course, our lines are lightening up, and because this is fun. So anyone that just is tuning in, what we're doing is we're just putting everyone into this drawing for 7 nights, all-inclusive resort stay in the Dominican Republic. This is a $7,000 value free to you or anyone that you know. And it's the perfect time to get in on this because maybe you want to take someone on a little trip. So our number here, 602-277-5369, and toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. You could check him out on his website. It's Misters, all spelled out with an S, vacationswithan.s.com, and you can even enter in to win right there. His service is for free, guys. You should not be trying to do this stuff on your own. He's going to get the best deal for you for everything, and you can call him direct and talk to him. He's nationwide. The number is 480-935-6525, or call in here and get entered in to win this 7 nights inclusive resort stay. I can't wait to go. Can I just go? Forget everybody else and just throw everybody out, and I'll put my name in like 500 times?
You can try.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit more about you. You said that you're a free service to everybody. And what's the advantage then of booking with you as to not?
Well, the easy comparison would be against booking online, and the big difference is the stress involved. After the stress is gone, there's the savings. I'm going to end up saving you money more times than not. The average is $429 is the average savings by booking through an agency like mine. And we need you to use your vacations because there's over 429 million vacation days that Americans do not use every year.
Really?
And a lot of people just need that little push.
You know what it is? I think they think that, I'll say it. It's like it's a hassle to travel today.
It can be interesting, but if you have somebody watching your back, it's nothing but fun.
And how do you make sure they do that?
How do I make sure they have fun? By keeping track of where they are on their trip and what's going on their trip. If something does come up, I make sure it gets corrected. I have contacts within the industry that if they have something going on with anything, I have a way around it. We make sure they come out good.
Explain to the people that might have just been tuning in that you're not a multi-level marketing company, that you own this franchise.
It is a franchise that I bought free and clear, and it is a buy it, use it, it's done. Each trip is its own trip. There's no multi-buy programs. There's no timeshare type aspect to it. It is strictly you decide what you want to do. We figure out the best trip for you. You pay for that trip, and you're done.
Now, also on this one that we're putting everyone into the drawing, there's no stipulations to anything. You don't have to sit and listen to some kind of person talking or anything like that. This is just fun, and we've got our lines open, and I'm going to let everyone call throughout the rest of the show. 7 nights, all-inclusive resort stay in the Dominican Republic. He says it's warm there, not hot. The beaches are really cool, and the people are really nice. And you can call in here at 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. This is a $7,000 value, free to you or anyone you know. Keep on calling, guys. This is just fun. So let me ask you something. You have some major questions here that I would have never even thought you would want me to ask, but I think it's important. So what if a travel agent makes a mistake? And how would you?
Well, an example of a mistake would be sending you to the wrong airport. As you know, airports work with 3-letter codes. You could be typing in and switch a couple of letters around and not even realize you did it until you're getting a phone call because somebody's in the wrong place.
That's bad.
That's really bad, and we make sure we do everything we can to avoid it. But if it does happen, we've got $1 million worth of errors and omissions insurance to cover the mistake. But more importantly, I've got myself and a team backing me up to fix the mistake, to make sure that everything works out good.
And make sure it doesn't happen in the first place. So what happens if something unexpected happens like that?
I give everybody they have the ability to contact me 24/7. I give them a WhatsApp, so if you're in a Wi-Fi only area, you can contact me through WhatsApp, and we can get things resolved. As soon as I know about it, you're not on your own. And most of the time, I mean, it's very rare that I ever hear anything at all, but most of the time, it's something silly. Something that is annoying you, but it's not enough that you want to complain about it. Well, you can tell me about it, and I get it taken care of without ever you being part of the problem.
Right. Well, let me just tell you something. You are there to help them have a blast.
Yeah.
Right? And you go through and make sure that all your I's and all the T's are dotted. I guarantee that you are, what did I say? All your T's are dotted? Right. There you go. That's my brain today. Anyway, but when you do everything that you do, you make sure that everything is taken care of prior to them going, and that's what you're all about. I guarantee that the people that are booking them on their own are making more mistakes.
Well, they don't have the quality control team that looks over everything they're doing.
Right.
And they don't have the industry turning around and giving them training to avoid those pitfalls. So every one of the suppliers I work with, I do training with them. It's a recurring thing. It's webinars every week. It's a lot of learning, and it pays off because it avoids problems happening.
Well, you got to call him. You can call him direct. He specializes in family vacations, but he certainly can do anything for you. He's nationwide. It's a free service. There's no reason not to use him. It's Misters, all spelled out with an S, vacations with an S.com. You can enter yourself right there on the website to get this entered into the 7 nights all-inclusive resort stay. But you can call in here, and you can call right here, right now, throughout the rest of the show, and I'll put you into the drawing. Our number here, 602-277-5369, and toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. So describe your typical travel agent client.
There really is no typical. Everybody is a potential client. What you really notice is the first time somebody comes to me, they've probably just about got their vacation done, trying to put it together on the internet, and then they get me involved and have me as kind of a proof team. And then the next time they call me first because they realize they wasted a lot of time on the internet when they didn't need to.
Can someone use you if they're just doing business travel?
Oh, yes.
Okay, just
Oh, yes.
asking.
Oh, yes.
Like my daughter, I told you she went and she traveled and she made a mistake the first time she went. Boy, oh boy, did that cost us.
I have people, generally what happens is once somebody starts using me, they use me for everything. Mm-hmm. Whether it's a simple flight with the job to get to a school or rental car, all these things, they just start calling me for everything.
Right.
Because it's just easier. And they know that I'm going to get them the best value for their buck.
Now, do you hire people to be part of your team, like travel agents?
I do have the ability to hire people. Generally, what I offer to people is if you have a passion for this, you want to try it, I'll let you do a couple of things. And if we end up with a situation where you're coming back with more and more business, then we'll actually enter into a contract and you can be an agent working under me. But if you're just trying it out, I'll work with you and let you have some of the fun along the way.
Well, that's kind of cool. There's a lot of people that might be looking for something like that, especially for this time of year. Again, he specializes in what's some great in family vacations. What's a great vacation that you got going right now besides this one? What should they get into?
My favorite vacation is to go to Disney World, spend 4 or 5 days at Disney World, and then go down to one of the beaches resorts. Disney World's a lot of fun, but there's a lot of stress involved in making sure you get to all your fast passes and your dining reservations and everything's still got to go together. Well, then you take a 3 or 4 night at Beaches Resort afterwards. Everything's included. You can even have a butler if you want. So you just are pampered and everybody goes away feeling great.
That's really awesome. What else? What other kind of things that you do? I mean, there's all sorts of different types of vacations. Do you do also things that are like river boating and all that kind of thing? Or
do river cruises.
What else?
U.S. river cruises, Europe river cruises, South America river cruises.
Bus cruises? Not cruises, bus tours?
We do bus tours. we do anything you can think of, really, when it comes down to it. Our biggest hit is with the traditional type cruises. That market is just exploding right now. The amount of new inventory coming online, as in new ships, is just exponential. And these are glamour ships where you only unpack once on your vacation and you get to visit a lot of places.
I'm entering everyone, just giving everyone into the name right now. All your names and numbers are going into the 7-night all-inclusive resort stay right into the Dominican Republic. All you have to do is call me, 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Check them out. It's Misters with an S, vacations with an S.com.